go. Hey guys, so we finally came up with a name for the podcast. Huh?
This week's.
For this week's. But we think we're going to keep it, we're going to call it Friends of Zeus. Because I'm that much of a megalomaniac. I like it. I think as far as just to throw it out there, hopefully it'll get us some looks. Just because the name's got to come up every once in a while, you know. Eventually, when I go off on a spree killing,
it's going to really ramp it up.
Hits, but I won't be able to be on the show anymore. So Tom had an idea for this week of us talking about just something a little lighter fare than we usually do, and that's the death of the shopping mall.
Sounds very light.
Still deals with death, though.
Yeah, well, it's always got
the death part in there.
And all the pedophiles that are in the shopping malls. By the way, you guys will all pay for your slamming me the week that I wasn't here.
Why? What's that? What's up?
What is he brought up pedophiles?
Oh, yeah.
Who brought up pedophiles?
Later.
That's right. You were saying that we were all picking on you or something. Well,
because you were. I loved it. I got to tell you, I've been listening to the podcast at work, and I've been giggling like a maniac. And on a behavioral health unit, that really stands out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those, you know, it's one of those who can't do teach situations.
Yeah, we should do a podcast on that.
What's that?
Like cuckoo's nests.
Oh God, I got stories. I got a ton of stories. Yeah. We could do weeks of that.
Okay, so wait a minute. So Zeus is up in the upper left, right? We should all chime in.
I'm in the upper right on mine.
Okay, well, whatever.
All you have to do is drag it, and you can put it wherever you want to.
Okay, well, I'm Jack. We got Zeus. We got Tom. We got Mike in the house.
Yep.
And what are we talking about today, Zeus?
Death of the shopping mall. Death of. I mean, really, we could go into just the death of all small businesses and just how we shop. It's all changed. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I'm Amazon all the way.
Yeah.
This came up. I had this idea. So recently they announced that the Sears was closing over here at Dulles Mall nearby me. And a lot of those stores, these are the anchor stores in the shopping malls, as you know. The Macy's have been closing here and there. I think the Macy's over at Dulles closed as well. There's a Macy's down at, I think, Landmark Mall in Arlington, I want to say, where they turned it into like a homeless shelter for like a couple of years. And so they had homeless people staying there. And then I think they turned it into like some sort of a nursing, like a vaccination center.
Actually, my employer, they bought Landmark Mall. Landmark Mall is going to be a hospital.
Yes, that's what I was saying. Yeah, and there's some sort of...
Are they tearing it down?
No, I think they're just going to...
They're just repurposing.
Yeah.
Some of these places.
Yeah, actually, the recent Wonder Woman movie, by the way, don't watch it. It stinks.
It was shot there.
Huge.
It's hot garbage.
Yeah, it's really awful. But the scene where they're fighting in the mall, that's Landmark Mall.
Really? Wow.
They should keep they should keep it looking like a mall and be like, okay, you need to go see Dr. Harry Jones. He's down by Orange Julius, and your X-ray will be in Hot Topic.
Yes, and you'll need to go to the pharmacy. It's right next to the Limited. And EB Games.
That would be good. That would be good.
There's about 1,100 of these like enclosed shopping malls, the classic ones that are left throughout the U.S. And about 25% of those are expected to close within the next few years. So they're really, the shopping malls are shrinking throughout the country. But I wanted to kind of talk about, so I've got maybe 3 shopping malls that are near and dear to me that I wanted to kind of bring up and see if you guys remember, like, I guess you guys weren't, I don't know if you guys were in the PG County area, but first of all, it was Landover Mall, for me. I don't know if you guys ever made it out there, but that was the one closest to where I grew up. So that's where we would always go to the Sears to get my jeans for a school. You know, you'd get your jeans there, and they had hot shops where we'd always go. My mom would get coffee, and I'd get like a hot chocolate.
No shit, hot shops. That's right.
Hot shops.
You're from Virginia, right?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I'm from Landover.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I grew up there.
I'll argue the growing up part.
Where was the Landover Mall? I'm not familiar. I mean, I know where Landover is, but is it
kind
still
of close to where the football stadium is now?
So it's not there. The structure's gone.
They toured. It closed in 2002, and I think they've finally tore down in like 2006, 2009, somewhere in there.
Was it outside the Beltway or inside the Beltway?
Just inside.
Just inside. Okay.
Which is a knock on any of these malls, like inside the Beltway. People kind of started steering clear of those places. If you went to like Landover Mall in like the late 80s, there's a chance you might get shot or carjacked or something like that. It wasn't the safest place.
Not a great place.
No. But they had like the standard fare, the Hex, the Woodies. They had a Woolworth there, which I remember going to a lot. They had a People's Drugstore. That's where I remember buying some of my comic books when I first started getting them, like in 83, 84. They did have an arcade. I don't remember what the name of the arcade was. They had the Walden books. They had 2 Orange Juliuses. Believe it or not.
I love them.
Every time anybody ever says Orange Julius, I think of Blues Brothers.
Yes, Orange Whip, Orange Whip, Orange Whip.
I don't even know if they're even around anymore.
3 Orange Whips. No, they're not, Mike.
Yes,
they
are. Yes, they are. You know what? They've got one in Potomac Mills, which means they probably have one at Arundel Mills too.
It's funny when you talk about, like, there was I grew up in Baltimore, and there was like a handoff of malls. Everyone went to this place called Golden Ring Mall, which was like near Essex. And then they built in the early 80s, they built White Marsh Mall. And then that was the place to go. And then like Golden Ring Mall became like persona non grata. You know, that's like where what were they called? Like the grits, like the dudes driving Camaros, wearing the flannel shirts and stuff.
Okay.
Before grunge. This is like early 80s, listening to Priest all the time.
Right.
Like Heavy Metal Parking Lot. That was yeah. Did you guys ever see Heavy Metal Parking Lot?
No.
Oh my gosh. When this is over.
Hey,
never heard of it.
Language.
I said gosh.
I know, I'm joking.
So, no, there was a real quick, it's a documentary. It's like 15 minutes long. It's 1982 at the Cap Center in the parking lot before Judas Priest show. Okay. And it's like dudes just going around with the camera, just filming all the people getting ready to go in to see Priest live. It is amazing. You got to see it. But anyway,
I feel like we're gonna go down. When you bring up Priest, oh boy, because I just remember when like AC/DC were devil worshippers because of Hell's Bells, and Judas Priest. Well, he didn't turn out to be quite as satanic as we thought.
Right?
Rob Halford. Got the name.
Maybe.
What?
Maybe
he lives a very decadent lifestyle.
You're
Rob Halford.
Yeah, you're just.
But no, I mean, but just saying like what Tom, and not to jump in on it because Tom was in the middle of something, but
no, go ahead.
It is funny how there were, at least when I was a kid, every Friday we would go to the mall, like as a family.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And, you know, again, like Tom was saying, shoes, pants, whatever you needed to get. It always took forever, it seemed to me, to shop for my sister, and my shopping would be done like that fast. And then we would go through the mall. We, you know, go to different stores that we like. I'd always go to the arcade, the pet store, or whatever. And then when we were done, we would always get an ice cream cone at Friendly's. Like every Friday night for like 4 or 5 straight years. Like it was just like.
Yeah, what do families do now, Mike? I don't know.
I don't know. But they were kind of like the metro center for the suburbs, right? Because it wasn't like a city.
Yes.
It was the meeting place.
It was a meeting. It was more social It was probably more social than anything.
Oh, for God's sakes, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, half the movie was done in the mall.
Mall rats.
Yeah.
Mall rats. Yeah, but I'm talking back in the period that we would have been going to the malls. This is definitely more of a Fast Times at Ridgemont.
Oh,
High.
yeah. I mean, the dates. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, that was definitely the thing to do on like, especially like on a rainy weekend day. You know, like down the shore, we had a house in Toms River, New Jersey, and if it was too shitty out to go to the boardwalk, what's that?
I said, Tom, you have a
Keep
river?
going. Just keep going.
No. If the weather was overcast or crappy out, you went to the Ocean County Mall, and there was an Orange Julius right across from the Ocean County Cinema, and you'd walk around, and then you'd end up seeing like a movie. You know, whether it's Jaws or some random horror movie like The Prophecy or Nightwing, whatever. And then if there was shopping, and then how many kids get lost at the mall?
Oh yeah.
All of them?
Oh my
On purpose.
God. It's just so much fun. You skirt your parents.
Oh yeah.
And then it's awful. It's like, you know, the amount of cruelty that a kid is capable of to just fucking say, you know what, I'm bored. I already got my corduroy pants. You know, I got my comic book. Dad's carrying my shit, so I'm gonna hide in. Do you remember at the mall where they had like
I remember.
they had like those circles with all the clothes on hangers?
Mm-hmm. You could get in the middle.
You could get,
yeah.
you get under there, and you just fucking hide out and look at girls' legs as they walk by.
You've always been a perv, haven't you?
That was at the Gap, right?
I don't think there was a
You go in the Gap.
no Gap.
That was before
there was
the
no
Gap.
That was before. It was pre-Gap, man. Pre-Gap.
I remember like getting my bike and riding like 4 miles to get to the mall with $10 to go play video games, and it was also almost an extension of the high school or whatever.
Yeah.
Like if there was a beef at in the high school.
Oh, you were getting your ass kicked.
You're dodging that guy. You're dodging that guy at the mall because he was there.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was also like, it was a great place to like if you hung out with a group of guys and you liked a girl, that's where you would go to see that group of girls. Like it was like mating. It was like animalistic mating season. Like you had the group of girls and you had the group of dudes, you know, and you always had like that one good-looking dude.
Fucker.
That chicks were just on, and they were fighting over him, but it was like a caste system of chicks. So you had to find the chick. You had to find the chick that was like, at least that's me. That's what I had to do. Whatever.
About halfway.
Fine.
You're about halfway. Like
and then
get Orange Julius.
Yeah, it's right. And then it was like the peacock feathers. Like, could your parents afford to dress you up nicely? You know, or were they buying like those iron-on T-shirts at the boardwalk? You know, look at my new Star Wars shirt. You know, it was just.
So I was always an industrious kid. Like I always had a job from like 14 on.
Ditto.
Right? And I would. I was a late bloomer with the ladies, and but I would go work my job, and I'd spend like $80 at not Express. What it was limited was, which one was they were like paired up, but I was County Seat. Was it County Seat?
County Seat, yeah.
Remember County Seat?
Yeah, they sold the jeans, I think.
They sold jeans and like kind of cool shirts, and I would spend all my paycheck trying to get myself dressed up so I could somehow
get broads.
I wasted a lot of money for nothing.
Did anybody work at the mall? Because I had a couple jobs in the mall.
No. I didn't work at the mall.
No, I did not.
I used to work like right outside where the movie theater was. This was in New Carrollton Mall. There was an ice cream shop, and I worked there. It was one of my favorite jobs, and I was probably about 15. I started early as well. Had a worker's permit, and I was like 15 and 16 working at the ice cream shop. And the only time it'd get busy is like right after the movie let out, and you'd get like 100 people would walk in all of a sudden. But other than that, I was just kind of sitting there eating Rocky Road ice cream most of the time.
Rocky Road.
And right across the hall from me was a Waxy Maxy and a comic book store. And I just kind of like lean on the counter, and I just kind of stare at the people over in the wax, because I was all by myself in the ice cream shop, and I just kind of watched them like it was my TV. and one day I remember one of the girls that worked there, she just like looked over, like, you know, what are you staring at us for? I would just like, you know, watch the people. This is my favorite thing to do. But the New Carrollton Mall was a smaller mall, just like a one-story mall. They had, I remember they had like a Channel hardware store. There was like a Heckinger's down the street, and then there was a Channel hardware store, and then they had a Best. It wasn't Best Buy, it was just Best. They sold like stuff. I remember buying like a Nikon film 35 millimeter camera at Best. It was one of my big purchases. I think there was a Moto Photo out in the parking lot of this place. They had, trying to think of what else was around. They had a Ponderosa Steakhouse was down the street and right next to a Sizzler's Steakhouse. And I used to work there. And I don't know. But yeah, that was probably my favorite job, working in the mall.
Wait a minute, though. You touched on something.
Waxy Maxy.
No. Like when you think about stores that were huge back then, like Orange Julius was a presence, right? I mean, like those horrible, which by the way, they were not good.
I never had.
I don't think I ever
They
got
were not.
anything.
It was just like a
They were not.
drink.
No, it was like orange juice and ice cream, like a root, like kind of like a root beer float, but it was with orange juice. It was disgusting, and it was right by the theater. So you'd have movie theater popcorn, Juju Fruits or Juicy Fruits, whatever, and then you cap it off for the ride home.
Anti-Semitism, okay?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Hey, you know they're really good people. They're good people.
I've always loved the Juju fruit.
Why you got to say it twice?
They are. Hey, you know what? It is what it is. We got people shooting them in Jersey City. It's all fucked up. But no, I'm trying to think of like stores that were huge.
Right.
Do you guys remember the Wiz?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was cool to get records because it was sort of like it was very corporate.
There was Sam Goody, Waxy
Oh
Maxy,
fuck,
the Wiz.
Sam Goody. Sam
Yeah.
Goody was huge. Yeah, I used to like places where they sold T-shirts. Like Zeus has got the Punisher shirt, and you could go to certain stores. They were almost like head shops.
Yeah.
And you could buy like a Black Sabbath T-shirt,
Right.
and like save up your money, and then your parents would see you wearing it, and they would flip the fuck out. You know, like oh, that's the devil. That's the devil. Like number of the
Satanic
Iron.
Panic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talking about Sam Goody,
I got
I
one for you.
remember
Tower
What?
Records.
Oh,
they
yeah.
were around
Tower-
till just not too long.
That was
ago.
like the classy.
That was
record
90s.
store.
That was like
Yeah,
90s.
I remember when we moved to Bel Air in Harford County, and I was riding my BMX bike down Route 1 to Harford Mall, Sam Goody, and I bought the vinyl of 5150 by Van Halen.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And I was like, and they asked me if I wanted a bag. I was like, no, man, because like I wanted people to see that I'm
That you had
got
51.
5150. So, but then it was a pain because the whole way home I could only hold on with one hand because I had to hold the. I mean, it was like 10 miles, man, like all the way home. I still have it.
Why didn't you get a bag?
I don't know. Because I wanted to like represent, you know,
God.
like. You know what I mean?
On a bicycle.
And that was a pretty homoerotic cover, if you remember. It had the weightlifter guy.
Like the
holding
Atlas.
He was like
holding the
naked and like all
globe.
oily and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't remember 5150, the cover. I thought it was like a ring that said 5150.
Look who's here!
Oh.
Jason.
Speaking of the homosexual. Oh, there he is. Sorry.
Hey. Hi, Jason.
Hi, guys.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
By the way, Jason and I are dying to do a Henry Cavill episode.
I'm dying to do a whole lot more than just an episode, but
Terrible.
Yeah,
How
we're
do you
talking about
not-
balls.
How do you guys
Jason.
not see the beauty of Henry Cavill?
he is
He's quite
he's
a fella.
astounding.
He
He's
transcends
astounding.
sexuality. It's not about gay or straight. It's about he's an Adonis.
There comes a level of beauty at which point all designations and distinctions disappear into the ether, and there's just love.
Level of beauty.
Oh my goodness.
At which point, I love.
Love conquers all. That's all I'm saying.
So Jason, you're late to the show, but have you ever worked in a shopping mall? So
You
we're
ever
kinda
seen
talking
a
about
grown
shopping.
man naked?
Ever spending time in a Turkish prison?
All of the above.
Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight?
You like gladiator movies?
That's it.
Don't worry, Jason. It's Chinatown.
Oh, nice. Nice.
That was a nice little tangent.
Wait.
going on.
Wait, what were you asking Jason? I missed out because I was laughing.
Oh, Jason was just saying that there's a point where
It's Henry
goes
Cavill.
beyond sexuality. It's not about you taking his massive body on top of you. It's about love.
That's true. It's all about love.
I am
And
impressed
just-
how Zeus can take any conversation to this guy in
Have
Like
you
a
seen
second.
him?
I mean,
just
just
on the pictures you sent me.
take, just do it. Oh my
There
god!
it is. Oh,
Look at the chin, the line, the
Wait.
cheekbones.
let me see your hands, Jason. Let me see your hands. Keep your
Yeah,
hands
where
up.
are your hands, Jason?
Here's this one. And
Where's
now
this
here's
guy from?
one.
Is he from Cleveland or something? Where's Henry Cavill from?
He's from heaven.
It's from Krypton. Don't you know?
If Krypton is a place with beautiful people, that's where he's from. I agree.
Oh my God.
Let me see
Oh,
here.
see, I like that. I like that shot of Cavill and Superman because you could see all the Antifa protesters in the background. You know, or maybe it's maybe it's the First Amendment protesters. Those fucking pesky kids. Those pesky kids.
All right.
Just stop it. Just be quiet and comply.
All
Oh,
right.
I'd comply.
So, Jason, what we're talking about this week is the death of the shopping mall, and like our mall experience.
no.
If we get on Henry Cavill, it's gonna just I can't even do it right
It's
now.
gonna go.
Yeah.
I could talk about Henry for the next hour, easy.
We're on a first name basis with Hank.
Now Jason runs his fan club because he's trying to filter out the competition, like the cheesecake photos. Dear Joey, Henry doesn't like your type.
We need to do
Jason.
Jason, we need to do a remake of that song "Stan" from Eminem, but it'll all be about Henry Cavill. Okay, you either got that or you didn't. It's a great song.
I don't get it, but it's okay.
All right.
Leave it alone.
Funny before. Oh, look at that handsome lad.
What happened?
happened, Mike?
Oh, you guys flipped around.
Yeah.
Who, I did?
So,
Oh.
give
Yeah,
us
you're at the
a
bottom.
memory about a
You're at the
mall,
bottom.
Spots.
Jason.
Jason
What's
likes
that?
to be on top, I guess.
I can go either way.
Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. Where is the podcast?
Are those
Where have we
coconuts behind
gone?
you?
Oh, God damn it.
That's the cover, man.
God
Oh,
damn
yeah,
it.
there is. Is that
Hey,
Henry Cavill
We live in a brave
on
new
the cover
world.
of 5150?
That's the cover.
I think that was an early Henry Cavill. Right there.
Yeah,
Oh,
I agree.
oh my goodness! It's the resemblance is close enough that I'm starting to get a little bit hot.
I'm in the way. I got to move it. There we go. I just had to show that.
All right. That's about all I had on
Okay,
the
and wait,
Yeah, that's
memory
about-
lane, but I was just going to
about all
kind of
we
wrap
can
it
do.
up by, where you think the future of shopping malls is going to go, because I think
Amazon.
kind of what?
Amazon. It's over.
Oh, yeah.
Well, then what they're trying to do to kind of save them is they're trying to make them more of an like an event place. So if you have
Oh,
the
yeah.
movie theater, you need a good movie
Yeah.
theater with the recliner seats and the 3D and everything. I think that's still going to be popular. And then if you can
Yeah.
put in some places like a Top Golf and a what's that, iFly, those sorts of places, make them like, these sorts of attraction
Like many,
centers.
what do you call it? Like King's Dominion, many amusement parks.
Yeah, just have attractions that are going to draw people there, and then the food court is always going to
Attraction.
be
Have you
popular.
guys seen Henry Cavill?
The end.
Fucked up, man. yeah, that's the best part of the podcast. Yeah. Oh my God, you guys are fucked up. You're all fucked up.
Not gay. Not that there's
Nobody's-
anything wrong with that.
Nobody's
No,
with
of
me on
course
Chris
not.
Hemsworth then.
Oh,
Oh, there you go. That's
So
that's
you're
my
on the
ex's guy.
Cavill side.
he is a hunk too. I'll give you
Chris
that.
Hemsworth, he's good. He's not as good.
He's no Henry Cavill.
Now, who is though?
He's
Who
speaking from
Listen,
experience.
That's what
Who
I'm
is?
saying.
Who is?
No one. No
Also-
one. No one.
Competition.
If you had Chris Hemsworth and Henry Cavill in the same room, I might explode.
Oh, like. Yeah. Yeah. That's like a man-witch. That's a man-witch.
Oh, I would love to be in that manwich.
Oh Jesus! You'd be the butter. All right, that's the album.
Oh yeah.
That's the album. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying this might be my favorite episode ever.
Oh Jesus!
So
Oh
let's-
Jesus Christ!
Here's a question. So with malls, with everyone coming out of this
Speaking of coming out, have you seen
pandemic, I mean, don't you think people are going to be kind of hungry for like social stuff? Zeus.
All right, wait a second.
That, or
Wait a
it's going to be
second.
the death
Yeah.
knell, because
Wait,
people may not want to ever go back out.
no,
That's what
they don't.
They don't. That's what I'm worried.
You're
Yeah.
never going back?
No, not going back to the mall. I'm just saying movie theaters,
Never going back
restaurants,
door.
Well-
bars.
No, dude. Justice League. 2 days.
What's that?
2 days.
I can't.
I said Justice League. Henry
about it?
Cavill. 2 fucking days.
2 days for what?
2 days what?
Justice League.
The Zack Snyder.
No go. Yeah, no going to the movies. You don't have to go to the theater. There it is.
Honestly, if I saw Henry
You lost
Cavill
me.
and I was in a
I
theater,
don't know, Tom. Zeus,
What are you
Zeus,
talking
Tom
about,
doesn't
2
know.
days? What's 2 days Justice League? What do you mean?
the Zack Snyder cut. They're saying it's freaking amazing.
Oh, there's a movie called 2 days? Okay. Is that what you're saying?
No,
Oh my God, you're such.
I'm
a-
lost.
What? 2 days what?
I'm
They-
hopelessly
It's-
lost.
They're doing
The
a Zack
movie
Snyder.
Zeus. Hey, Tom, there's a brand new movie coming on HBO Max in 2 days.
Oh, okay. Called Justice League.
Yes, and it.
That was out
Hey,
already,
wait.
wasn't it?
Oh my God.
I watched it already.
Who's gonna help him walk across the street?
There's already a Justice League.
Wait, Zeus. The answer is Darcy is going to help him cross the street.
The
Clearly.
massage parlor.
I don't even know where
Does
we're
he
going.
need to be bailed out? Should we be helping him?
Oh my god.
Oh God, yeah. That's just
I
no.
think this is senile dementia. Tom, Zack Snyder did Justice League.
Right.
Man of
So
Steel.
there was a Justice League.
Right. But
Okay.
about
So what's coming in 2 days?
No, it's not worth it. Zeus.
was Tom on the podcast that we talked to? No, he wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
They're doing a remake. They basically revamped it, but Zack Snyder's doing his version of it.
Wait a minute. I got an idea.
Is it going to be as bad as the first
Pop a
one?
light bulb above his head right now. Ding.
No. I think when we did the podcast with Jason at the beach there, the guy on the beach, we were gonna do worst sequels you've ever seen.
Worst sequels.
Worst sequels.
Ooh,
Yeah.
For years, I said that the worst movie I'd ever seen, it may still be true, is Hello Again with Shelley Long. It's one of only 2 movies I ever walked out on because I just never like walking out on movies. But
Is that
that's
a
near
sequel?
the worst. It wasn't a sequel.
Oh, well, what are you doing?
I
Come
don't
on.
know. That was just a bad
Come
movie.
on.
It was just a bad movie.
Yeah,
It
that
had
sounds.
sequels.
Dude, Shelley Long was your first hint.
Yeah,
She
right?
sucks.
Right?
She's
Made some good
She's
movies.
not-
too. No,
Really?
The Shining was
No,
good.
yeah.
The Shining was good.
Like in a movie.
I think it was
No,
a
Popeye
no.
was good. Popeye
No,
I think it
was
was on a
Tom.
date.
Tom.
Popeye was
Tom.
good.
No, you guys know Shelley Long, not Duvall.
Oh,
Not Shelley Duvall.
We're talking about the blonde from Cheers.
Cheers.
Yes.
The only
Never
one
mind.
she did that was any good was Money Pit. And I don't even think that was her. I think that was actually the other girl from Cheers.
No, that was Tom Hanks and Shelley Long. That's
Yeah.
It's the
correct.
only
No,
movie
that
she
was
ever
Shelley
did that
Long.
was any good.
Yeah. All right, so who's actually got a sequel that they thought was disappointing to the point of expulsion?
Ooh. Except for all the other sequels, I go with Rocky 5 with Tommy Machine Gun.
Oh. Good
Thank
call.
Thank you.
Good call. I'm gonna write that down. Rocky
that is
5.
maybe one of the worst, but Rocky Balboa, freaking amazing.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
How
All
about
right.
how about like
Left
Staying
out.
Alive? Staying Alive?
Staying Alive is actually, I was actually looking at something today about the worst movies ever made, and Staying Alive is like number 3.
Directed by Stallone, just looping it back.
Directed
Yes.
by
To Rocky.
Frank Stallone, written by Sylvester Stallone.
I think it was
Oh, Mike
I just
Stallone.
read about it. I just
Mike-
read about it today.
Frank
Mike-
Stallone.
Frank
Sure.
Stallone is Sylvester's
it's the
brother.
brother.
Yes.
Right, but okay, I thought Sylvester directed it.
No, he wrote it.
Oh, no, he
When
wrote it.
Frank directed it.
And Frank directed it.
Frank
and
Frank directed it.
of hot shit.
But
All right,
one
Zeus.
Stallone
Zeus.
movie that you left off of your list last time,
Oh,
the
Tom.
best
Tom.
sequels, was the Rambo First Blood Part 2. You should have had that in the best sequel.
It really should have been
Rambo.
in blood.
I mean, I think your top 5 was pretty much, consensus, but that would be
Yes.
like a runner-up.
Well, that's the problem with that. That's the problem with the vote, was that we landed on 3 that were pretty much consensus. So for the worst ones you've ever seen,
Oh,
right
Joe's-
now we've got Zeus nominates Rocky 5. Mike nominates Staying Alive. What do you got, Tommy?
Worst sequel. Let me think. It's pretty much anything that doesn't have the original cast carrying
Ooh, good
over
call. Like the second Crow movie.
with like Brandon Lee or something.
Dude, no one cared about the first Crow movie.
What? That movie was amazing.
Some people
was
like
good.
it.
Please.
That is one of the best. It's actually in like the top 20 of
Comic book movies.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
of movies. It's
What
a
about the-
well-respected movie.
no, it is not the top 20.
No,
It
it's not.
I can tell you right now, it is
It's not
not the
even
top
close.
20 of movies. I could name 20. I mean, I know directors that made 20 movies better than The Crow.
Mhm.
He said comic book movies.
He said movie.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
He reclarified it.
I absolutely did. I'm looking right now. You guys keep talking.
I can't. Let me think of one. Jason, do you have a worst sequel?
The George Clooney Batman.
Oh,
Oof.
Batman Forever.
Yeah, a
Batman
lot of those
Forever.
Batman.
No. Worse than that is the Val Kilmer one. He actually said, "It's the car. Chicks dig the car." He should have been shot in the face.
It's a bad
Oh.
line, but I'd still rather watch that whole movie than the George Clooney.
How about like Jaws 3D with Dennis Quaid? That was pretty horrible.
Oof, that's a good one.
Jaws 3.
Did anyone ever happen to see the last Highlander? It
No.
was like, I don't know if it was like Highlander 20, The Source. It was pretty horrendous.
Caddyshack 2. Yeah.
That one wasn't that bad.
No, that was bad because it didn't have anybody. I think it had like Dan Aykroyd.
Platoon 2. That was not good.
They had a Platoon too.
No, they did not. But
Ass. Hold on.
It's hard to think because you don't remember the. Well, sometimes you remember the worst movies, but usually you don't.
All right, so time out. I heard Jason had Batman and Robin.
Batman Forever.
No.
No?
Batman and
Clooney.
Robin is Batman and Robin is cloning.
Okay.
And then what about Tom had which one?
What did I just say?
Don't know.
Speed 2 was terrible. That was the
Wow.
first one. He did.
And the first one was so
Oh,
good. I
Caddyshack
love it.
2.
Oh, dude, that's gotta be
That
it.
had Jackie Mason. He took like the Rodney Dangerfield role?
Yeah, it was terrible.
Remember
It was
Jackie
terrible.
Mason?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, of course. I think I would nominate Attack of the Clones.
Oh, that,
No, no,
Yeah. No, that's pretty
bad.
horrible.
it's awful.
It's almost unwatchable.
Yeah, no, it's not almost unwatchable.
Is that a sequel though?
I want
Yeah.
to sue George
It's a
Lucas
prequel.
for the 2 hours of my life that he stole from me.
No, it was like 3. It was 3. That shit was awful.
It really is a horrific movie.
Yeah.
That being
Oh.
Jason.
the other one's okay.
Malls. Not hobby stores and malls.
Oh,
the
KB Hobby.
store.
KB Hobby.
KB.
Man.
KB
The
Hobby.
the KB toy store. The
I was just
hobby
thinking with
store.
Star
was-
Wars, like buying that stuff and model cart. Man, I had like model planes hanging from the ceiling in my room. I always went to the hobby shop. Model rockets.
Yeah, but can you imagine being a kid like in the early 2000s, right? And you're collecting like South Park figures? How fucking cool would that be? Because they did not make cool Marvel figures until like the 90s when Todd McFarlane was doing like the horror movies like Michael Myers, and I used to collect those, dude. I had all of them. And then I had a child.
They
And
ruined
then that-
everything.
You didn't
Just
let
let 'em
him
wet.
touch those, did you?
No, I wasn't allowed to have them. They got put in a box, and then it's awful. It's awful.
Are they
It
gone?
makes me. Yeah, they're gone. They're gone. Makes me sad. Now I got Funkos. I got Funko Pops.
What
That's
do
it.
you guys prefer? Is it the Friday the 13th series, Nightmare on Elm Street series, or Halloween?
Oh, Nightmare.
The
It's
Crow
gotta
is
be
not
just-
ranked, and I think the internet is broken.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
No way.
I'm a Halloween
way.
guy. I love Halloween.
No, Halloween is one good movie. I got to go with Jason.
Halloween 2
I got to.
was really
Halloween
good.
2 is Halloween 2 is a shit sandwich. I gotta go with Friday the
Oh, come on.
I gotta go with Friday the 13th. I watched part 2 today.
You know, it's a good sequel, not to get away from the bads. 28 days later.
Oh,
and
28 weeks later.
They're both freaking phenomenal movies.
Also, Zeus, 30 Days of Night. 30 more days of night.
It's not a comic book.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. Yep. That's a solid 28 days, 28 weeks later it's just a different movie. And it has an Avenger in it. Remember, Jeremy Renner's in that. And what is he? He's a sharpshooter.
Yeah, Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Well, hey, there's a little trivia for you. All right, how about we do a little movie trivia? I'm gonna throw it out. It's a lightweight third week. It's the Friends of Zeus podcast, the light beer edition. Okay. So, all right, here I go. Okay. In what serial killer documentary style fictional movie, let's just call it a serial killer movie based on a true story, did Jeremy Hawkeye Renner play the killer?
I own it. That would be
Go ahead. Oh,
what was it?
What are you talking
Dahmer.
What
Dahmer.
Oh,
Jeremy Renner played Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah, good movie,
I've never
Zeus.
seen it. I've seen the cover.
See. Come on, dude.
I answered the question.
You got it.
Is there a better serial killer movie than Psycho?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I would go Silence of the Lambs.
All day long.
Well, yeah, Silence of the Lambs is up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you gotta give Psycho some credit for being
great
first, man, or being
Psycho is really, if you haven't watched it in a few years,
it's beautiful.
It holds up. You can still watch it.
Psycho is one of the best horror films ever made. I mean, no doubt. I think I have it in the top 10 of all horror movies, because I've ranked them. I'll save that for Halloween. By the way, Psycho is based on this man.
Yeah.
I highly recommend this book. Ed Gein. Good shit.
I'll tell you.
Yeah, this is like a children's book that I read to my kids before bed.
Hello, Children's Protective Services.
No,
it's
called. It's called "Don't Listen to Your Mother Too Much." It'll fuck you up.
Wow, I've said that a few times.
Shit.
Hidden gem serial killer movie is a movie with Matthew McConaughey and Bill Paxton called Frailty.
I remember that.
Good movie.
You watch the whole thing and you think you know what was happening, and then at the end you're like, I didn't know what was happening. McConaughey, man, that was up until he did. I think we can all agree that pretty much up until he did True Detective.
Time to Kill.
Nah.
Time to Kill.
Not even that.
Time to Kill.
Until he did True Detective, nobody took him seriously. But there were two movies. One I love, and it's my guilty pleasure movie, is Reign of Fire. It's a movie where the dragons, we were digging like oil, and these dragons come out, and it's McConaughey jacked with a bald tattoos all over his body, and Christian Bale. It's like the first big Christian Bale movie, and it's so good. And then McConaughey also did Dazed and Confused, which was great.
We know that.
I seem to remember the scene where McConaughey was oiled up and bald-headed. Would you just pause it on that?
No, he's no Henry Cavill. He doesn't even.
He's not Henry Cavill, dude.
No Henry Cavill.
Like in The Wolf of Wall Street. He blossomed as an actor. McConaughey is freaking phenomenal.
Yeah, I know, but dude, back in the day, he was doing a lot of before he started doing the romantic. No, he was doing the rom-coms, but before the rom-coms, he was getting big roles like A Time to Kill.
Yeah.
And then when he
Lincoln
came back, he did Contact with Jodie Foster.
Contact
That was a
good.
big movie.
I'll give you that. But it wasn't for him. It was Jodie Foster that made that movie.
Well, yeah,
The
it was
Busey
the
kid.
aliens. The aliens did it.
Yeah. It was a good movie.
Yeah, but no.
I actually read the book.
But no, going back to Henry Cavill, if Henry Cavill could be greased up and he could play Jesus Christ and at the same time be in a movie with Matthew McConaughey,
As who?
just fighting dragons.
Punches.
Wrestling on the ground.
No.
Just wrestling for 2 hours, nude.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Jesus wrestling Matthew McConaughey.
No, it could be like
Roll.
it could be like Spartacus.
Jesus in the
He's trying to
Coliseum.
jump over Matthew, but he can't quite get over him.
No. Yeah. Brokeback Coliseum. No, Brokeback Coliseum. Done.
Jason and I would probably,
Hollywood.
Jason and I would probably call it Brokeback.
Okay, just for the record, this podcast will not go to air. So if you notice, number 6
Is just
doesn't
blank.
exist.
It's blank.
Yeah, it's just blank. It's blank.
It's gonna be like
This
that. By the way, you guys were talking about like conspiracies and like all this cool stuff about going way back. One thing you guys didn't mention was the Greek. There was this like 300 years in Greek history that we don't have any tracking of. Anyway, it's going to be that episode.
300 years of Greek history.
You don't know about
Wait, isn't that the movie with Michael Fassbender, the 300?
That's Sparta. Yeah.
No, 300. That's like the most homoerotic movie trailer ever made.
that? Honestly, didn't like it.
Spartans.
I don't-
But I didn't like
You
it.
didn't like 300.
It was okay.
I never saw it. It looked like a gay porn movie to me.
Now, so
Oh my
here's the
God.
thing.
No, you got to watch that.
It's so poorly made.
I'd rather read the comic. It's Frank Miller.
It looks like a comic.
It's
filmed like
a
that's what
comic
we're going
book.
for.
It's
I
filmed
mean-
like a comic.
To be honest, a lot of everything Zack Snyder does looks like a comic. Him and Frank.
Well, no,
Miller.
it's Frank Miller. Wait a minute. So I had one trivia question. Who's up? Who's
All
up?
right.
Trivia question. Movies. Let's go.
Hmm.
Jesus, guys.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said you had a trivia question.
No, I said I asked one. I already got. Zeus
Oh.
got it.
All right.
So Tom, your wife's creeping around.
What rock star?
Movies.
This is. Let me finish. What rock
Yeah,
star
we'll be here an hour.
shows up in Young Guns 2?
Oh,
Uh,
duh.
Bon Jovi.
All right, good.
Bon Jovi.
You know that Tom Cruise was in Young Guns 1?
No.
It's a blink if you miss it.
No.
Yeah,
No.
he absolutely was.
Zeus, have you seen any movies that don't have young men in them?
Yeah. I'm starting to see a
Hey,
trend
they're all
here.
of age.
Which have you seen any movies that have women in
Don't
them?
make this creepy.
All right, Mike, you're up.
For a trivia question?
Yes, or Jason or Tom.
Let me think here.
Let me think. Yeah.
Come on, it's bad radio, boys.
Uh,
I'm gonna try to get Michael. I'm gonna get Michael Gray on the phone.
Okay.
So I did see this weird movie that no one's ever seen before.
Oh, boy.
I was at a silent film festival. It was like 15 years ago. This movie was made in the teens called Behind the Door. And it was
the green one?
No, Behind the Door. It's just called Behind the Door. And the movie is about this dude who his whole family is killed on this ship by this German U-boat. I think it's like could be war. Yeah, I guess it was World War I actually. And anyway, so he survives.
No, 2.
Yeah, I guess it was 2. It was the movie was made in the teens, early 20s.
All right, so it was one. All
Yeah.
right, then it's one.
So anyway, so he wants to get revenge on this captain of
It
this
was a
U-boat.
futuristic.
He wants to get, and this is a silent film.
Metropolis.
I'm watching it in this old movie theater. He wants to get revenge on this guy. The whole movie, he finally finds the boat, finds the guy. He's able to disable the U-boat. He captures the crew because he's like with the British now or whatever. He takes the captain into this room and into like this bathroom and skins him alive. This is in like a silent movie.
Nice.
From like the 20s, and I've never been able to see another copy of it. Or
Behind the Door.
It's called Behind the Door. You won't even find it mentioned. Well, actually, I haven't looked recently. Let me look.
Well, where did you watch it?
Saginaw, Michigan, at a silent film festival back in the early aughts. It came from George Eastman House. I think had a copy of it.
I got it, dude. I got it.
Behind the Door. You did. I haven't looked it up in years, man.
It's got to be like free.
1919.
Yes. It's got a big, it's got a 7.2 IMDb rating.
Wow, this was not even available. Yeah, a German-American naval officer takes revenge against a German submarine captain who brutalized his wife. So it was just jarring because to see, and again, a lot of it was like not shown, but it was, but to have that level of intensity and violence in like a movie that is near the beginning of cinema, it was just weird you weren't expecting it. Anything like that.
Oh,
anyway,
I got a trivia question related to that. So name probably the most famous movie about a German submarine.
Das Boot.
Das Boot.
Okay, you guys knew it.
Das Boot. All right, Mike's winning. Mike's got two right.
All right, so
come on.
There were some Western fans.
Yes.
So
yes.
Which Japanese classic was The Magnificent Seven based on?
Seven Samurai.
Seven Samurai. Who got it? Who got it? Who got it?
Me, probably. I think I said it first.
Oh, you fucker.
We'll have to go back and look at the tape.
All right, I got one.
Wait. What's the name of the director of that movie? I know you know it.
Kurosawa.
Yeah.
I got a point. Yay, me. Okay, I got one. Westerns. Okay, Howard Hawks directed a movie called Rio Bravo with John Wayne and Ricky Nelson and Dean Martin, who played a drunken deputy marshal who had to sober up in order to take on the bad guys, right? Now, in the remake, Ricky Nelson, the hotshot young gun, was replaced by actor James Caan, with Sonny Corleone. Who played the drunken deputy?
Got it.
I don't know.
Go ahead.
I'm actually going to imitate him first. John Wayne says, how good can you shoot this stick of dynamite if you throw it? And he goes, how far can you throw? It's Walter Brennan.
No.
What?
No, I know Walter.
He was in Rio Bravo.
Yes. No, I'm talking about the drunk. Who replaced Dean Martin?
Oh, you just said Dean Martin, so I'm going to go with Dean Martin.
No, who
replaced him?
Who basically
replaced Ricky Nelson, and then he said who replaced Dean Martin.
Okay, somebody follow along.
You're losing points, Zeus.
Yeah, Zeus, you just lost a point for not following along.
Look back at this and
four wrong answers.
Ricky Nelson.
Zeus. I said Ricky Nelson was replaced basically by James Caan, and Dean Martin was replaced by which actor? Nobody knows. All right, I dug too deep. The answer is Robert Mitchum.
Robert Mitchum playing a drunk.
No.
Yes, he did.
I thought of another question.
Okay.
Okay, good. Mike's
so
up.
of the four main characters in Wizard of Oz, the Lion, the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, and Dorothy.
Yeah.
Which of those actors had children that eventually got married? They ended up being in-laws.
To each other?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a good one.
I have no idea.
Garland was a
Probably Garland's kid.
Right,
It was Liza Minnelli with the Tin Man's son.
Bulger?
Yeah. No, not Bulger. That wasn't his.
Bulger was
Okay.
a scarecrow.
Bulger was
pretty random.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a deep cut, Mike. Nobody's gonna know that. Sorry, bro.
Okay.
Mike just looked like he was flying off into space for a second there.
Okay, I got a trivia question. Who was originally supposed to play the Tin Man?
Oh, he got sick from all the paint.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
I
need a
know.
hint.
Buddy Epson.
Yes. Beverly Hillbillies, right?
Buddy
Wow, I did not know that.
But he
All right, I got.
sick from
Give a point to Zeus. He earned
Why?
a point.
Why? No, he didn't. He got 2.
He got Buddy Epson.
Oh, he did. Okay. All right, Tom. All right, Tom's taking care of it. I got it.
Keep up with us.
All right, Jason, you got to come up with a question. You're just sitting there, bored on the beach. Henry Cavill.
Best beach movie.
The beach.
Beach blanket bingo. Pearl Harbor. I'm just saying that for Zeus.
That's a horrible movie.
It's that movie,
Terrible.
which I think is like halfway decent.
No, halfway.
I can watch Pearl Harbor.
No.
No.
It killed
can't.
Cuba Gooding's career.
That's true.
You're just being harsh.
No, that movie
You're
was.
being a little harsh. All right. So Jason's got nothing. Jason's just there.
I don't have esoteric movie knowledge.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Jason, I forgot. All right. Well, Zeus has got
porn
3.
movie.
Oh, dude.
Hottest actor of all time.
Chris Hemsworth. Is that the right answer?
Incorrect, but close.
Oh, dang it.
Cary Grant.
Gay.
Also
No, he's
incorrect.
That's
Okay, who you got, Jason? Who do you got? Henry Cavill?
Henry Cavill.
Christopher Reeve.
Henry Cavill. It's gotta go. Gotta go to Henry Cavill. Wait a minute. It's gotta go to Henry Cavill all the time.
Always Henry.
Always Henry.
There he is.
Why does he look like he's taking a shit right there?
What else has he done?
Hey, you watch your mouth.
He did The Man from U.N.C.L.E. and The Witcher.
The
The
Witcher.
How
Witcher
old is he?
awesome.
The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
And from Uncle. It's a remake, Tom. It's a remake.
I know. I'm joking.
Can't tell because all you do is talk monotone.
How's he get in that suit?
They just paint it on.
Yeah, Jason paints it on.
Oh my goodness.
Jason does it.
Very,
stroke
very
at a time.
slowly with deliberate strokes. Some
You're getting near the
smooth jazz
guardrail
playing
here,
in
Jason.
the background.
You're getting near the guardrail. Just letting you know.
He leaves the red trunks for last because he likes to save that part.
And guess what that is? That ain't your usual paintbrush.
No, not
Or
definitely
like the
not.
luckiest paintbrush in the world.
Man,
Michael Gray's hiding, fucker.
he's not
So
answering.
pissed. No. And the guy lives on Facebook, and he's not there.
Wait, if he's so paranoid about stuff, why is he on Facebook? That's like the worst.
All the places.
That's like the worst.
I don't.
I mean, they
I'll
mind
tell you.
everything.
I'll tell you why. Because when I'm on Facebook, and he sees my little green dot that I'm on there, he just inundates me with like shit that I don't care about in my DM box.
Tell him. We should go soon, but tell him the Facebook, the Family Guy stuff.
I can't. No, I can't.
What,
I can't
something
do it.
about Mike with Family Guy?
No,
Mike?
he sends.
Mike. No, it's not just Family Guy. It's also American Dad.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yes. No,
He
he'll
sends you
send me.
clips?
He sends me clips like 24 in a 24-hour period. Like it's awful.
He's like
It's
trying to be
awful.
relevant with pop culture and.
He's trying to be relevant, period, because he's by himself. He's a lonely, lonely soul. We should like put together money.
Let's get a GoFundMe
And-
for him.
Yeah, like because we got to send somebody over to his house, like a little present or something. You know, a little lady.
Where does he live? Like what state?
Confusion.
You know this, dude.
I forgot. Is it Florida?
Where do
Yes.
Where do all the
Yes. Yes.
I guess I did know that.
Hey boys, we've been on here for a while. It's 11:05.
Yeah.
We should probably wrap it up, Zeus.
All right, I'll stop recording now, and now we can chit chat.